This is very much bound to upset and hurt not only the Princess of Wales, Catherine, but of course the Prince of Wales as well, Prince William. But then again, some might suggest that's the whole object of it. Let me explain. Hi, good to see you. Thank you so much as ever for your time. You all right today? Yes, I'm not bad now. We're careering into September, aren't we? You will feel a bit better about it, aren't we? A few days in, you adjust yourself, don't you? And think, can't believe it's this month, but then you think, right, let's cling on to it while we can, because you know what's coming next, October. Halloween. Some might suggest a night out for me, but I'll leave that there. Yeah. I know. Halloween's such big business now, though, isn't it? Do you get involved in it? I mean, I think it's nice for kids and stuff like that if they enjoy having a party and sweets and dressing up, but it's colossal business, and it never used to be like that when I was a kid. Do you remember it? Yeah. How did it suddenly become such a big event? Always about monetisation, isn't it? Yes. Back as ever to your royal story of the day. Now, this young chap, of course, recently turned 11 years old. And for people like myself who covered that, you kind of think, wow, where did 11 years go? A very handsome chap, I'm sure we'll all agree. And getting to that age where slightly embarrassed, of course, about being with mum. You could sense that at Wimbledon and things like that. But then, of course, you know, just developing his own personality. And really, you know, he must know, and I've been told that he does know, that the destiny is his. You see, it's interesting, isn't it? Because as, of course, the King, King Charles, I always want to call him Prince Charles, saw with his mother's coronation way back in 1953, it must be strange to look out onto that and then be told that's going to happen to you. Big thing to take in when you're that, you know, young, isn't it? You kind of think, really? I'll have to do all that? Must be quite nerve-wracking, I think. But Prince George, as we now know, is developing into his own man. Very good relationship, both with his mother and father. A unit, a wonderful, loving family. And you can see he simply adores his father, Prince William. They have such a good bond, don't they, over sport and football? You can see that. But according to a source out in Montecito, both Meghan and Harry truly believe that Prince George, in time, will want to reach out to his other family. Now, let me explain. And as ever, we have to say allegedly, but this comes from a source who's very close to Prince Harry, because if you remember, he famously said, didn't he, that he saw Prince George as his biggest competition. You know, when he got older, of course, he would be the heartthrob that Harry was for quite a few years, and some might say even more popular than, of course, our late monarch, Queen Elizabeth. But here's where it gets truly interesting, because according to that source, Meghan Markle believes that, of course, George's curiosity will want to make him reach out. And she believes that George, along with Charlotte and possibly Louis, will all form a good, loving, close bond with her children, which are, of course, Archie and Lily, and Harry's children. And what's interesting about this is she firmly believes that, you know, if you push against everything that is the negatives that are being created, some might suggest wholly by her and Harry, because this relationship could have been going already for many years now, well, apparently she just thinks in the future they will be more sensible, people will be more relaxed about certain things, and perhaps, as she's also pointed out to this source, the final thing could have been resolved. And more importantly for her, she's looking towards the future, because she believes that George will be a sensible king, will be more modernistic to the approach of the British monarchy that she allegedly encountered. And let's not forget, when she spoke about her time in the monarchy recently and her problems, she said she'd only scratched the surface. Apparently, Prince Harry truly believes this too. The thing is, do you? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.